Hello everybody, this is Stephen Whitfield, drilling contractor, here at the temporary center of the oil and gas drilling world right now, Austin, Texas. We're hosting IADC's annual general meeting for 2023. With me right now is a man who gave the breakfast keynote at the annual general meeting. Breakfast, the most important meal of the day, maybe the most important keynote of the day. Jason Gahr here at ExxonMobil. We're going to talk a little bit about the role of champions in the oil and gas industry. It was a key part of his presentation today. So Jason, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Stephen. Glad to be here.
So Jason, your presentation talked about the importance of champions within industry, within oil and gas and energy in general. Talk about sort of the three big things that you said that champions need to do, or that they do within the industry. The first thing you had mentioned was the importance of inspiring people. I guess that gets into issues of sort of attracting, retaining talent, keeping people here to sort of move this industry forward. What do you think champions do in that regard, and what steps do you think the industry should be taking to help make sure that that happens?
Sure, Stephen. So energy industry champions are folks that help make those around them successful in their jobs and in their careers. And we all know that in the energy industry, it's all about the relationships, and people really are our most important asset. So what can we do as leaders at all elevations within companies to help make people successful? And it's really about the care that you give to those individuals, whether they're young or they're mid-career. How do we understand what makes them tick and what we can do to help make them successful? How do we build men and women of character on our sites, on our rig sites, in our manufacturing facilities, and in our office environments?
So another thing that you had mentioned was sort of in the tech world, inspiring tech developments. And you had brought up a few things, a few areas where we're already kind of starting to see that. And for the people who may not have seen your presentation here at the conference, where were some of those areas where you think we're already starting to see that impact?
Well, I talked a little bit about the old example of the top drive. And the top drive is a piece of equipment that helped revolutionize the drilling industry in giving us greater capability. But you know, Stephen, it took us from 1982 to 2004 to really adopt and implement top drive technology. So one of the messages today was, how do we, as leaders in this industry, work together between drilling contractors, between operators, and all the different stakeholders to accelerate technology? And that's going to take some contractual arrangements that are different from what we have today, but really it's going to take leadership in the space of understanding what goals are of the two parties and how we can move technology forward to do three things for our industry. The first is to keep our people safe. The second is to increase the capability that we have, because reserves are not getting easier to find or to exploit. And the third is to keep the industry relevant and efficient.
So talking about keeping the industry relevant, let's get to the third point that you sort of brought up there about sort of the importance of showing people sort of the value that the industry provides in helping people make people's lives better. So that can mean a lot of things. Let's talk about what you'd said about where that sort of fits. Where are we kind of seeing that? How does the industry make people's lives better?
So we live in a time where we have the highest standard living in all of human history, and that has been made available through affordable energy. And so you can see the correlation between life expectancy and education levels and standard of living, and it all has to do with the level of energy that is available, the amount of energy that is available to various populations. So there's really no clean energy, there's really no dirty energy, there's just amazing life-enhancing energy out there, and we need to understand and be pragmatic about the way we talk about our energy sources to folks within the industry and outside, because it really is a gift. And the more that we can be educated and articulate pragmatic views around energy, the better.
Well, Jason, thank you so much for letting everybody know kind of all the great things that you said in your presentation here, and just sort of showing where the industry kind of fits in the wider landscape. So thanks again.
Stephen, my pleasure. Thank you.
And thank you for visiting Drilling Contractor.